하늘산의 source.
Oh, the journey starts from where we did first step. No one's sure what lies ahead before and breath. Roads may be rough and tough, but we will lead somewhere.
Nothing easy, get up and go, get it go.
Sometimes this journey is about the chase, all about the destination, not who we're at.
Hello, hello, hello. Oh, how we doing? How we doing? Oh, we're here. Hello, hello, hello. How we doing? Hi, Lily. Hi, Lily. How you doing? How you doing? You see that thing? You see that thing? I was working on it. Why am I behind? Why am I behind? What's happening? Hello? All right, where's my model? Where's my model? What's happening? Come on, man. Ay, ay, ay. All right, yeah. I was working on that. I was working on that like little thing, and I lost track of time. But I'm here on. I'm not on time. Why my model not working? What is happening? That's working. Okay. I see my model here. Why my model? Why is there like a hey. I'm seeing problems already happening. Ah! Come on, man. Jeez. Oh. All right. Welcome back anyway. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Ah! We're here. All right. That is that. All right. Okay. Haha. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. Hello, 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 everybody. My name's Snowy Lotus. Welcome to the Snowy Show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Where's my music? My name is Snowy Lotus. Welcome to Snowy Show. I just said that. It is April 27th, 2026. We're almost at the end of April. What's up with that? What is up with that? It is I am exactly 10 minutes and 30 seconds late. Fantastic. Okay. So what we're doing today. All right, so what we're doing today, these topics, we have 3 topics today. Hold on, let me hold on, I gotta fix the vertical feed. Hello, Anthony. How are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. All right. So we got 3 topics today. And they actually, for once, all kind of are the same thing. They're all kind of related in some sort of way. Now, I've been thinking about these things for the past couple days, and I don't think I have a full... That's good. I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear you're doing well. All these topics I've been thinking about talking about. But the problem is I don't really know how to grasp them. So I'm going to try to do my best on trying to explain my thoughts on these things. And what are these things, you might be asking? They are drive, skills, and opportunity. Now we're going to start off with drive. Now, when I talk about drive, what am I talking about? I'm specifically talking about what drives me. What are the things that kind of drive me? The things that keep motivating me. And this is kind of something I've thought about before too. where I'm not really too sure why I kind of keep going. Why do I keep continuing down this line of work? Different, you know, doing different things, doing the streaming, doing the, you know, making stuff, the video making, the stream making assets, all that. Why do I keep doing this to myself? I've talked about this previously, and I'll say it again. I could just go to work, go home, play video games, and just kind of do that until I, you know, I don't know, until I like kick the bucket. I guess that's a crude way of saying it. I could do that. I could just, you know, live a life of, it's harsh to say, but I think it's important to say I could live a life of mediocrity. I could just sit here and exist. I could watch my silly YouTube videos. Friends is a good reason to keep going. That's a good reason. I get that is that one of mine? I wonder. I could just kind of sit here and not do any of this. I could not try to push myself. I could ignore what Pride, one of the three wolves, has to say. I could ignore everything. I could ignore them and just kind of keep on plugging along. and just, you know, do whatever. But I choose not to. And I think the main, oh, I just got a new sriracha. Oh my God, this is so much spicier. I'm eating mac and cheese. It had sriracha on it. Wow, this sriracha is a lot spicier. All right, sick, love it. Cool. So I could do all that. I could just kind of sit here and I could not try to expand my skills. I could try not to, you know, do any of this stuff. But I sit there and I think, kind of what's the point? And this is kind of where I hit I kind of hit the wall and I'm like, okay, like, what am I doing this for? And like my job, it's not the best. We've talked about this before. There's a video on it. There's a video on it if you want to go watch it. I don't go into specifics about my job. Oh, I was going to say, I think from now on, when we talk about my job is I work at the box making factory and I make boxes. I think we're just going to go with that. Because I think it's just easy to explain it in that way. I don't work at a box factory. I've never made a box in my life, but I think we're just going to go with that from now on. I work at the box making factory and I make boxes. So, where was I at? Yeah. So another day at the box making factory, making boxes and all that. And I was like, okay, I was sitting there and this was years ago. And I was sitting there, I was on my lunch break. And I'm like, okay, I'm kind of looking around at all the boxes and all the box making factory stuff. And I'm like, what am I doing this for? Like, literally, what is the goal here? I think my, my frontal lobe developed and just, you know, I snapped awake. No, I'm joking. I'm joking a little bit. I guess for some people, when their frontal lobe like develops when they turn 23, it's just kind of like a snap and they just like wake up. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. I think it might be the depersonalization like disorder kind of frying my brain a little bit. I don't know. But I was sitting there at work. I was looking around at all the boxes. And I'm like, okay, what am I doing this for? Like, what's the goal here? And since then, I've had this consistent question of I need some purpose. I need some bigger goal. Batty, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I know. I have been chasing this desire for trying to figure out what my goal. New sub. That's great. Fantastic. I appreciate it. Stick around. We're talking about drive. We're talking about drive and what drives me. What is my drive? Where am I driving? I was sitting there. I'm like, I need some sort of goal to kind of keep pushing forward. Where am I going? I need to like envision something. I can't just go to work at the box making factory and make boxes all the time and just kind of be okay with that. I can't do that. Never. I don't know if this ever used to be a emotion I had or like a thought I had, but I never was able to just, I don't know if I was ever able to just like be whatever. I'm okay with just existing. I don't know. I'm not too sure. I guess I just didn't really think about it. And maybe this is with the frontal lobe developing. Maybe this is when it happened. I don't know. But I started questioning what is the purpose of me going to work at the box factory every day? Like, is there an end goal? Like, I need some end goal. I need something to drive towards, because I feel like I'm going crazy if I'm just like repeating the same day over and over again, making boxes and all that for like 40 years. And this is something I've also heard a lot of people. I've had a friend tell me about it. I see a lot of younger people also talk about this too, where they're like, oh, I'm going to go to college and I'm going to get out of college. I'm going to work some office job that I hate for 40 years. And then I'm going to retire. And it's like, is this all life is? It's that kind of thing. It's that kind of thing. Right. And so I was like, okay, where am I going with this? Where am I going with this? What's the goal with all this? Is there a reason that I can convince myself that this is worth going to work every day at the box factory? Is working at the box factory every day, does it have a purpose other than to make boxes? And I kind of came to the idea of, yes, this goes on to the next point. Skills. What I came up with was the idea that my time spent at the box making factory, what it does is it gives me time. It literally buys me time to kind of figure out that end goal, that, you know, whatever the end of the road is, the place I want to get to, the place I want to drive to. The idea that I am buying myself time literally by going to work every day. And I've thought of this at this point for years now, where I believe that I am buying myself time. I don't know what that means. Hold on, let me translate that. Bear with me. Hello, Mayumi. Hello, how are you? We're talking about drive, we're talking about skills, and we're talking about what's my purpose? Why do I work at the box making factory all the time? Why? What is the point? What is the point? Hello, Lee. How are you? How are you? You can, if you want to type in Korean, that's fine. I'll translate it, don't worry. So one of the things I came up with essentially was me going to my job every day at the box making factory because cardboard is yummy. All right. I haven't tried it. I'll take your word for it and I'll believe it. But the box making factory, we don't make edible boxes, you know, so you might not like it there. You could try, but you know. The idea was that I'm essentially, in the meantime, until I kind of figure out what my end goal is, just like my school pizza. That's great. Essentially, I'm literally buying myself time because I still got to pay rent. I still got to pay my electric bills. I still got to put food on the table. I can't just figure this out. Like, what's my purpose in life? So my school pizza isn't very safe. See, okay. No. There's pizza. It looks and tastes. I actually have a pizza place not too far from near me that literally sells basically what you're saying. It's basically cardboard with pizza on top. It's great. I'm gonna be honest. It's great. They're open till like 4 or 5 in the morning, and they're right next to a bar. So when so I can buy drinks and get late night pizza. It's great. It's great. Where was I at? Games. That's yummy. Anthony, I'm not too sure what you're talking about with games, but the idea is essentially I would buy myself time by working every day. And in the meantime, I would need to figure it out. I need to basically figure it out whilst I'm kind of working every day, because, you know, I gotta pay bills. And with this idea, wonder if they sell Ramune. With this idea, I've kind of gone down this rabbit hole of essentially trying to find basically, or not, okay. I've gone down this rabbit hole of trying to learn as much as physically possible about a extremely wide range of subjects. I've gone through, I think, I've gone through 3 separate courses so far. I have an accountant certificate, I have a data analysis certificate, and I have like a a digital marketing certificate. And this is obviously outside of, you know, all the video making and stuff. And doing this also, what we're doing here is actually a kind of what is it? It's kind of a expression of this idea of me buying myself time. I have a very strong desire to create. There will be times when I'm sitting there. This is years ago, before I really started making videos. I think there might still be some videos up on the YouTube channel if you go back far enough. All the way back then, there would be times at night where I couldn't fall asleep because I had such a burning desire to create anything. I literally couldn't fall asleep. My skill is being bad at math. That is the skill. That's a skill. It is a skill. It's like a negative skill. You know what I mean? Because like, I mean, if you think about it, you could only really go up, and you can't really get worse at it. I guess it's neutral. Being bad at math is a neutral skill because you can only get better. You can't ever get worse unless you have, like, you know, you lose your memory. But anyway, where was that? I would literally be laying there in my bed, just rolling around because I'm like, I need to make stuff. I need to make stuff so badly. And so what I did is I bought a little like one of those mics that you like clip onto your lapel. And that's what I would use. I'm good at making stuff out of clay, making art, and attempting to learn Korean and type it. Yes. The desire to improve yourself. I really appreciate it. Totally not using Google Translate. Hey, you know, you got to start somewhere, right? You got to start somewhere. Who said that? I don't know who said that. I don't know. This person. I don't know. Yeah, but I bought a little lavalier. I think it's like a lavalier. You clip it onto a lapel. And like it was like this big, and it sounded awful. I had no clue how to make my audio sound good. I bet if I did it now, I could probably make it sound better. The mic, It's right here. The mic. The mic is actually like a $30 mic. And I mean, I think the audio sounds pretty good myself. I know how to put together the symbols and say a few things. That you're a lot farther than I am. I think I really respect anybody who knows more than one language. I mean, it's very very difficult. Can I teach you a word? Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, it's very difficult. I will sometimes be working at a box factory, and I'll see somebody, and they'll have like a kid that is like translating for the parent, because the parent doesn't know English as well as the kid, but the kid who's like 10 years old knows multiple languages, and it's like, bro, knows Spanish pretty well. What? And I'm always like, bro. I'm like, dude, come on, man. But I have a lot of respect for it. I have a lot of respect for people who know like multiple languages. It's very impressive. Very impressive. Where was I going? Yes, I would have this like burning desire to create. And over the years, this has kind of evolved in different forms. 9 months ago. Okay, so the symbol is this, and you pronounce it pabo. Pabo? Pabo. Pabo? Pabo. Pabo. What does that mean? What is it? What are you having me say? What are you having me say? No, what are you having me say? What are you having me say? Is there only one? Hello, Taylor. Is there only one here in them? I don't know. What? I'm not sure what that means. Just got here and got a question. Okay, you can ask me. No? Yeah, you can ask seagulls or eagles? Eagles. I'm an American, sorry. Idiot. What? You're joking. Oh my god. Okay, so Pavo. Is that how is that how you say it? Pabo? I'm getting derailed. That's okay. Idiot. W. Yeah. Big Eagle fan. Yeah. I don't know anything about sports. Wait. So I'm okay. All right. I'll keep that in my lexicon. Maybe another crossword puzzle will come up with that. Then we'll know it. Yeah. So over the years, this desire to learn different skills has and learn different things has kind of evolved into me being the desire to learn new skills and the desire to be creative has kind of come into what you're seeing right now. This has been this has probably been a decade in the making. I'm gonna be honest. This has been a like 10 years of like kind of building up to this. Not building, but my dog is what? I also used to say how I want to. What the? Oh, what are you saying? Yeah. So this is like my. All right. Hold on. Let me finish this thought. We'll get back to it. Yeah. So this has been like. This has been like very like years in the making, and about 8 or 9 months ago, I don't know how long, back in last September, I kind of embarked on this, what we're doing now, a very legitimate and a very concerted effort into streaming every day, not every day, but making videos and making content consistently as a way to kind of force myself into improving. He ran and oop, cat in my window. My cat was in my room. Boba, yeah, Boba's in here. Boba's being crazy. Boba's attacking my door now. Okay, I'm alive. What? Why is your dog attacking you? Hi, Boba. Yeah, hi. Say hi to Boba. Boba's up front now. Boba has left. He wants mango ice cream all over the place. So yeah, we've spent the past 8 or 9 months kind of focusing on trying to build out all these different skills. Not only have we done, gotten all those certificates, we've also been learning, obviously, video editing. We've been learning audio design. We've been learning graphic design. We've been learning how to stream. What I really want to focus on this year, the big skill, I talked about this before. I'll be back. I got to check my notifications. Fantastic. If you don't make it back, there's a VOD. There's a VOD. You're back. Welcome back. It's been so long. Yeah, there's a VOD. The VOD will be on YouTube if you miss anything. My foot. Yeah, I keep saying Boba's getting fat. Boba is not fat, but I like pointing at Boba when like Boba's just kind of sitting there. You know how cats just sometimes like sit there and look at you, like not like they're just kind of sitting on their legs and they're just kind of like looking at you. I'll like poke her belly and be like, yeah, you're fat. And she starts to try to bite me as revenge. Yeah, but I think over time, I think we've learned a lot of skills. I'm getting like derailed. Where are we going with this? Yeah, so skills. I have spent many years learning all these different skills, learning all these different things as a way to kind of help drive me into the potential direction I want to go. Now, do I know what the direction actually is? No, but we're going to move on to our last point, which is the only way I can actually figure out what I eventually want to do is Topeka. Tapioca. Do I support furries? I mean, do what you want. I don't care. Do what you want. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, it doesn't matter to me. Do what you want. If you're happy, I don't care. Whatever. It's your money. Like, hold on. Okay, where was I going? Yes, so drive and the drive to learn new skills and learning skills. What learning all these skills does is it kind of opens up the world to possibilities. And through these possibilities, you find opportunities. And so this is kind of the full circle of everything I do is I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I have ideas and I have, roads I'm kind of looking down and that I'm kind of driving down that I think, we could go down. Like for the box factory, I have different ideas. What? My wrist has been bent like this for 20 minutes, but upside down it hurts. I'm sorry. That's a shame. Yeah, so the box factory, there's different pathways available to me whilst working at the box factory that I see opening up to me as I kind of continue going down this path. The same thing with, the making the videos here. I don't, because of how what's the word? Because of how volatile the video making, streaming kind of space is, especially monetarily, I kind of look at it as more of a way to very quickly gain a bunch of software skills in a bunch of different ways, and art skills and storytelling skills that I can then use outside, maybe at the box factory. I can use my storytelling for the box factory. I don't know. I don't know. I can make boxes quicker by talking to them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's what? Okay. Anyway, yeah. Kids being kids. You know what I'm saying? I will when I do come back to my place. I do like seeing kids play out in the neighborhood. I think it's great. I think it's great. I doing screwing around, playing with bikes and kicking the soccer ball and all that. I think it's great. I think it's great. I don't have a problem with it. Even if they're a little bit loud, yeah, they're kids. It's okay. It's okay. I was like that at one point too. I still am. I'm pretty loud. So all of this to be said, everything I do is kind of pushing towards a goal. The scream every 6 seconds. Yeah, I gotcha. Kids would be kids, right? It's annoying. It's annoying. I get that. It's like blood curdling. Yeah, they do that. What are they saying? So yeah, everything I'm doing is driving towards whatever I want to do. And the only way I can open up those opportunities is to be prepared for them, because opportunity is preparation plus luck. You cannot take on opportunity, even if it shows itself to you, unless you are actually prepared to take it on. And a lot of the time, the only way you notice the opportunities is by being prepared. It kind of all works together, right? And so using all these skills and doing all these different things and learning all these different things, getting these certificates, making these videos, it's all a way for me to try and open up these pathways to opportunity. I'm gonna hop off and eat because I'm hungry. Bye. See ya. Bye bye. All right, anyway. I don't Lily, that was kind of crazy. that was a little bit crazy. I don't think anybody's on that YouTube chat anymore. Okay. Anyway. Where were we at? Okay. I think we can chill out a little bit more now. I was trying to like keep anyway. Yeah, so this whole thing is everything I do, and what drives me is I guess it's a desire to be better, right? It's a desire to be better. It's a desire to better myself. It's a desire to be able to help the people around me. It's a desire to help my friends, like Anthony was saying earlier. It's a desire because I want to help people, and I think that's really what everything's kind of about. And I think that might be my end goal. My end goal is to help people, but that's too vague, right? That's too vague of a subject. That's too vague of a goal. Oh, just help people. No. I want like a tangible goal, and I have ideas. There's kind of end goals I have with the stream, and there's end goals I have with the Box Factory. In ways I believe I can help people. One of the things I really want to do, hopefully, I don't know if we'll be able to ever do it, but I want to eventually do charity streams. I would love to be able to do like charity streams for like food drives and making, contributing to nonprofits that help make sure people have food. That's something I really care about. And so eventually we will do that. I think I gotta get a little bit bigger before we can do that properly. But that's one of my goals that I have. I think that's actually one of the goals I have written down. Streaming goals. Yeah, I would love to be able to do a charity stream every month. I think that'd be awesome. That's kind of the end goal, right? That's a big end goal. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever get there, but I think it's worthwhile thing to do. It's to help people, right? That's what the lore and everything kind of ties back around to that, right? And maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll get there. And in the meantime, whilst I have time every day, whilst I have free time every day to do this, I might as well learn how to do all these different skills. I might as well learn how to tell stories, learn how to communicate, learn how to edit, learn graphic design. I actually, you can't see it. I'm holding a book. I just got this book. It's the Non-Designer's Design Book, 4th edition, Design and Typographic Principles for the Visual Novice by Robin Williams. So it's a book on design, and like all the different like the principles of design and typography and how to make stuff look good and like why it looks good and kind of the philosophy behind it all. So I'm going to slowly spend some time reading that. That's not really something we can read on stream like Storyworthy, because it's a visual book as well. There's a lot of pictures, there's a lot of designs. Oops, excuse me. So yeah. Yeah. That's that. That is that. So I'm tired. I haven't eaten at all. My food's just been sitting here. I've been yapping. So yeah. That was interesting. It's just like someone else coming in, like new person, like it's crazy. The do you support furries guy never responded. I don't think they liked my answer. I don't think they liked my answer. I know a lot of people don't like furries. Man, listen, I just don't care. I really don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Like, it just doesn't matter to me. You know what I mean? It's like, listen, do what you want. It's just, maybe I embody too much of what I believe America should be. And I'm such like a freedom kind of guy. I care a lot about freedom, and you know, people do what they want. It's like, hey man, as long as I guess the thing is like, as long as they're not like putting other people in danger, man, listen, whatever. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And like, there's probably stuff you and I would probably disagree on, like, oh, like moral stuff, but like, you know, I just, I don't know. Whatever. It's not my business to be deciding that. If people are fulfilled in that way, I mean, there's a lot of people who are like, oh, you know, you're a VTuber, right? Oh, you're a VTuber. Ew. Or it's like they like equivalate, you know, them as the same thing. Yeah, that was a good choice, Lily. Yeah. Hey, well, you would have seen it in the VOD either way, but it's always fun to experience it live, isn't it? Well, I mean, anyway, I appreciate you joining. I know you're busy. You probably... How was work today? Did you have a good day at work? Have you ever thought of playing Genshin Impact on Friday? I haven't. Have I played? I played Genshin Impact when it came out. I just didn't really like the kind of feel of the gameplay. Now my youngest sibling loves the game, like end game, like getting the wishes. I think like doing the dailies for the wishes, and to eventually get the banner pulls. They really loved it. I'm not sure if they played as much anymore. I'm not really too much into the gacha games. I played a bunch of Zenless Zone Zero when it first came out. That was a lot of fun, but I kind of fall off of those kinds of games because I kind of realize that the polls or the different characters, I'm just not interested in them. Or I feel like I don't really need to do any more polls like ever again, because like I don't really need these other characters. But you know, I mean, to each their own. To each their own. I appreciate the suggestion though. If you have any other suggestions, hit me with them, and I will consider them. I will consider it. I will consider playing Genshin Impact. I'll think about it. No promises. No promises. It's fun that everyone is in YouTube Short, and they can't see my chat, but I can see them. It's like a you're like a spy. That's true. You're right, because I don't have the chat there. You're like a spy. That's funny. Do you want people to be able to see your chats, or do you want to stay a spy? I mean, I guess I can do it either way. No, thank you. Okay. Will do. I won't. You can stay hidden in the shadows. Yeah, you're a great spy. Okay. I think we're done here. I'm gonna go and find something to edit. The video yesterday, that short that came out yesterday, I learned a lot from that short. No. I'm not sure what you're saying. I'm not sure what you're saying. Anthony. Maybe I'm a bit further behind. Maybe I'm a bit further behind on the stream. Yeah, the video I made yesterday, that short form, that was a lot of fun. It took me like 4 hours to make it. I spent like most of Saturday or Sunday making it, and I realized it was like 8:30 last night. I'm like, oh my god, it's 8:30. And I was then I had to like rush to start prepping food for dinner and get other stuff together. But yeah, that was fun. I feel like I learned a lot. Did it do better than my other videos? Nah. But I feel like that kind of, if I can take kind of that style of editing and figure out how to condense it into and do it quick enough so it only takes about an hour, which is really kind of the time I have to do that. I feel like it could do pretty well. One of the things that I am worried about is the low quality of the footage. But I think because, like, you know, I'm an indie VTuber, right? I don't really have the luxury of having incredibly high, like, you know, fidelity content. I like, my footage isn't the best. My model, like, if you zoomed in enough, it's pretty fuzzy. So, but trying to work with what I have, I think is important. Now I won't go that hard because I want to try to do a video every day, right? So I won't go that hard every day, but you know, I think every once in a while going kind of crazy with it, to learn, I think that'll be good. Okay. All right. I can keep talking for another 3 hours. I'm going to end it here. Lily, thank you for joining me. Anthony, everybody else, thank you for joining me. I'll be back tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to do. We'll figure it out from there. Anyway, my name is Snowy Lotus. Thank you for joining me. And as always, see ya. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.